You visit the Wildlife Medical Clinic at the U of I, you are bound to come across a few of their ambassadors. Here for Critters Uncaged today with one of the ambassadors is Dr. Sam Sander and Patty the opossum. I'm trying to figure out, Dr. Sander, just what exactly I did to you the last time we were together to make you think maybe I should bring Heather an opossum. Because these are not my fave. However, while sitting here getting ready, she is appearing to be somewhat cute. So tell me about Patty.
So Patty is our Virginia opossum. This species is the only opossum species in North America, or at least north of Mexico. There's about 50 or 60 of them in between Central and South America species, that is. And they are different from possums, which is in New Zealand and Australia, which are much littler.
So there's a difference between a possum and an opossum.
There is. Mm-hmm.
And we have opossums here in Central Illinois.
Correct. And so Patty is an opossum. She's been with us since about the end of June. She came to us quite sick, and it required emergency surgery. It actually took us over 3 hours for that surgery, but we were able to save her life and get her treated.
What was wrong with her?
She had effectively the same possum version of a pyometra. She had a really, really bad infection in her reproductive tract, Patty, honey.
She's hungry. She's loving those little snacks.
So Patty came to us, she's lost about a third of her body weight since coming to us. She came to us pretty heavy, which is very common for pet opossums. And she doesn't normally get this many snacks. So she's getting a lot of her very favorites today and is quite happy about it. So I think this might be her favorite place on earth right now.
I'm glad she's on her best behavior. So what does an opossum normally eat? Because it looks like she's eating cat food right now.
Yeah, so they do love their cat food. They are omnivores, and so they're going to eat bugs. They can eat snakes. They'll eat mice and amphibians as well, so frogs and whatnot, as well as vegetables. So they'll eat grasses and plants, including some of your garden vegetables every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. And she is awake right now. Aren't they usually nocturnal?
They are normally nocturnal, but she did wake up just for this. She was taking a bit of a nap when I brought her over to the studio to be with us today.
Okay, I'm glad that our photographer is getting in close, because if you could get a shot of her tail, that is interesting. It looks longer than I was expecting.
So they can hang by their tail for short periods of time. As they get bigger, that becomes less of something that they'll do, but as youngsters, they will for short periods of time.
It looks like a snake hanging off of her fanny.
So that gives her lots of really good grip to be able to, and they'll also carry things with their tail from time to time. So she will sometimes pick up her favorite items and carry them across the room if she wants to relocate them.
Okay, now Patty is an ambassador, so I'm guessing she's not going to be released back out to the wild.
Yeah. So she was kept as a pet for a while, and so she doesn't know how to hunt anymore. And she is quite friendly, and so while she can't be released back to the wild, she does get to join our ambassador program and help us talk about her species and the conservation of the world around us.
Oh my gosh, she just ate a baby. I thought that was a little treat, and then I realized what that treat was. Oh my God.
So Patty, in the wild, possums also eat a lot of ticks. So they're actually really great to have in your backyard because they can keep you free of pests.
Okay, sorry.
And they can be resistant to quite a number of diseases, including rabies. And so they help keep your backyard healthy, and they don't cause a lot of illnesses to you. So it's a win-win.
Okay, we've had such a great time here talking about Patty, but you have a great opportunity for people out in the community who also love animals to maybe adopt one.
Yep.
How does that work?
So our ambassador program, we have 9 ambassador animals, including Patty here. We have, we normally will take them out into the community for ambassador events. Because of COVID, we haven't been able to do that. So we've done some virtual events so that we can help educate the community around us. But we've also got an adoption program where you can kind of symbolically adopt them. You get a photo, and depending on what level of adoption you select, you can get a wildlife clinic magnet,
She is going to town count on that, Cap.
You can get a painting done by our ambassador animal, and sometimes even a video of them saying hello or happy birthday or happy Hanukkah, whatever the celebration may be for. So depending on the level of adoption, there's lots of different opportunities for you to kind of curtail that. The money goes directly to supporting our program and helping train our veterinary students and provide care for wild animals, much like Patty here.
Well, and that'd be a great gift for the person you don't know what to get a great gift for and loves animals and supporting our wildlife there and the work that you guys are doing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Still on the fence. Still on the fence.
She'll win you over eventually.
But we do appreciate you both being here this afternoon, and we will share all the details on how you can learn more about the adoption with the ambassador animals and all of that fun stuff going on. We'll have that as well as that link to their website at ciliving.tv.